My ultimate's ready.
My ult's ready.
So dead.
Really exciting because we have so many.
Maybe the narrative breaking down a little bit, Mitch, but let's hear some more.
Match found. Deathmatch. Warm up.
Never show weakness. Ever.
Fight.
Jump them.
Dominating. Ten kills remaining.
Back off.
Remaining.
उसका 6 का पिंग आ रहा है, मेरा 35 का पिंग आ रहा है।
Still dead.
Or from Lisa and her thought.
We talked about it so many times on the desk, Christy. A full Korean team playing in front of this crowd, but now facing elimination against a heavyweight on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, last year's finalists.
One kill remaining.
Now a chance to send the Korean squad off of this stage. But Ninetales have been playing that stage. Whether you're watching yesterday or walking out with the crowd here the last 5 minutes, they are loving every single moment they have on the spotlight.
And you can tell they know what they're doing, and they're gassing it up and leaning into it as they should, right? You get the opportunity to play it on with home field advantage. You got to lean into that as much as you can, but it wasn't necessarily quiet when MIBR walked out either.
No, and a lot of that is going to be SRN making noise. MIBR also have a big fan section, actually pretty close to us over here in the casting booth. got him in the crowd highlighted too.
I was a little confused. It was Cloud9's getting some gas.
Cloud9, MIBR, you know what?
Right? Yeah, same thing.
Why not?
Pretty
Why
much.
not?
Into the pistol we go. MIBR gonna start on the attacking side. A lot to be said about this double duelist comp with the Raze and the Yoru. A lot of attention towards A as well. We'll see if that is where they head early on.
A lot can be done to seize early ramp control with this type of a comp, but Ninetales are going to be fighting for the space early. MIBR will take things slow initially, see if there's going to be any early aggro as orb lineups come down. And that orb into mid, great coverage. That's an attack orb thrown out from MIBR to try and get the lurk cross past Mail.
Yeah, we generally see that orb invested towards ramps like you were saying earlier, but a different approach this time around. A dog's already going to go ahead and push Full Moon into Mail, but all attention towards the site. Donna draws first blood.
The 16-year-old superstar with first blood, and the walk up through B as well from Samsami is just perfect. And while MIBR were playing quietly, now they're getting run all around the map. Only this kill from Sayuri to give MIBR some breathing room.
Yeah, relieve some of that pressure. You can already felt it getting a little claustrophobic, but they can slow things down off this. Still down in numbers though.
Yeah, now MIBR still do have this mid orb, which initially was supposed to be a little bit of a fake idea to put a lot of pressure in mid and force Ninetales to gather around it. Now they can use it offensively, but I like how Ninetales have played the map, giving up full control over mid. Instead, Haste goes for another delayed walkout from B. This is so helpful from Ninetales.
They explore a little bit towards Mail, but now deciding they do want to end A, where their first attempts were and their first efforts were squelched, really. Deep smoke out towards spawn. Donna has already found a little bit of value in a position to deliver once more, as MIBR have tried quietly slipping out onto the site. Great reaction from Satchel, not enough to buy some space quite yet. On the second dip though, SRN finds blood. It's gonna fall into 1v1. Lisa committing to getting the spike down. Oh, it's just a tap, waits. Make sure that Haste is not close, and now Haste slipping in right on time. The pistol for Ninetales.
Yeah, so much of that round is actually won by Haste there. Of course, the early walk-up from Ninetales was massive out of Samsami, but then going back for it on Haste allows her teammates to fully stack onto the A side of the map. Ninetales is no shocker that they just want to be running the map, especially with this double duelist comp constantly trying to seize out into space.
Right.
And it allows them to play such calm macro.
One round.
Oh, yeah.
One round. That's all it took to get her out of her seat.
No, that's kind. Just saying hello
Hey,
to Sayuri
right.
on the other stage. We
Right.
saw Sayuri was enjoying some of the local cuisine. Now she can get to know some of the people.
Glad we can exchange pleasantries right off the bat. That is a full exec wall from MIBR. Generally, you see it angle towards heaven.
Yeah, that is the we have no money.
We
What
just wanna
can
go
we do?
fast, Right. And fast has worked so far.
That's a Guardian for SRN.
Lisa getting tagged up. 1 HP, has to continue to venture forth, much weaker.
Yeah, and now this wall is actually pretty nice. Really hard to get out of heaven. And just walk up is punished out of Lisa, so now the wall not so valuable.
Remember, Lisa was the weaker one. Bastard and Melissa, though, not much better off, and so we'll see what they can do. Any sort of damage, any sort of, gun put down can be influential, or they can just get away with winning the round. Never mind. Ninetales settle, get a couple of kills of their own, and while it says a 2v2, now a 2v1, they are both very weak. What can Samsami do? The spike has been ticking for a little while. If Samsami's not careful, this is not going to go their way. What a mess.
MIBR just full exec into that A site behind a wall. There's no misdirection, there's no sleight of hand, nothing. Just instantly firing back. And it comes with his first kill from SRN. Stepping up on top of the Thorns. I think that's really the surprise. Ever just thinks that ability is going to be respected, but SRN, not a player to respect the opposition until they prove that they can beat them.
I mean, when you're playing on this stage, that's kind of the pace you have to play at, right? You can't play conventional. You can't play with respect. Sometimes you just kind of have to send it and see what the opposition does. So now it's Ninetales who are going to be on this broken bye. Sheriff's on 3. Bastardo on the swing immediately puts that Outlaw down, and, well, with a lot of love from the crowd, that's a great start.
I mean, I respect the headshot with the classic regardless, taking Melissa down low, and this walk-up from Samsami. The Sheriff is deadly.
And then crisply gets away. I mean, beautiful game of push and pull.
And Ninetales are going to do this all the time. If MIBR are not locking down their flanks, A and B main, Ninetales are going to punish. We saw in the pistol round, now we see it here, on the eco rounds in particular.
Heading back towards B, with Lisa staying A.
Yeah, exactly. The Viper on A is the interesting one to me.
Yeah, we'll see if Lisa is able to draw any attention.
Well, the thing is, 2 players are going to have to cross back through elbow to rotate onto the B site.
Spike down.
And that's
B.
where the Viper could punish, but not going to come into play.
I don't think they saw SRN.
No way.
Currently undetected. Big kill there. A lot of space found on the site. Should be able to commit to getting the spike down. Lisa's got to rotate quickly here. But as you were just mentioning, everybody's going to be rotating through spawn, and they're a bit ahead of this. SRN has to be careful. Still 2 rifles in hand.
Back in a flash.
And Ninetales couldn't pick anything up.
Right. And so it's just 2 sheriffs and a classic. Into the face of 2 members of MIBR with full rifles. With full armor. SRN's going to have to do it on their own. Was a 1v3.
Flank coming in.
1 box checked. Just a classic. SRN snappy. Has to take a step back. Has the ult too. And the nade to buy time. Beautifully played from SRN. The 4K and the Red Bull clutch for MIBR.
And matching that energy on the stage too. SRN is rowdy up there. Already matching the tone the Ninetales set yesterday. And this comes after a round narrowly was won on the eco. I think SRN catching the timing onto the player backside and having the awareness to snap back around and check out main.
Yeah.
Right before this kill came down was everything in the ground. It so easily could have gone the other way.
MIBR up 1 round. We still have the rocket in play and an op out from Samsami. Currently posted up across the middle of the map. No one dare take a step forward there.
Lisa didn't throw the mid orb this time. Went over towards a ramp.
Much more common, yeah.
So harder to break Samsami.
Solid protocol. I mean, you can't really ask for much more there.
No, I mean, you know that there's money to buy the operator,
Right.
so wait for some time, see if the creep up is going to go down, bait out the TP.
Wall procced by the clone.
Yeah, and at the same time, MIBR are playing extremity control. They're not going to allow Ninetales to keep getting the walk-ups into B and A main. It's a
To
measure.
the side, the op arriving, immediately falling. Good night. That had all the makings of disaster right off the bat.
Even after the Prowler finds the player, now Ever has to fight down into hell. But there's alert coming in on the other side. Bastarde still farming with 3 kills into the round, now just toying, playing with her food.
If I had told you at the beginning of the round that the Rays was going to pop the rocket and immediately get swatted out of the sky, that's a bad start. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's not how you want things to go off.
But the thing is, even after this kill comes down, the flash catches both the players on site, and Bastarde just follows up on that with the teleport.
Yeah.
Like, that just proves to you that this site hit is brutal, regardless of ultimates coming down into the field. And if you see a situation like that, where Ninetales are fighting aggressively, swinging into B main, they are ripe for the picking.
2-round lead. SRN currently sitting at 6-3. Again, just reset off of that ult. More common Viper wall towards A, but the spike and a lot of presence B. A paranoia drawn out, but no punish. That's risky out from Donna. I mean, I guess you have nothing to lose. Take the swing and see what happens, but you are swinging in full rifles from MIBR.
Yeah, MIBR basically just 3-player execing, now Full Moon. Stepping down into mid, but Melissa will hold down fire and take care of that one.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is, so you take a look at the defensive Viper wall right now, it's pretty unconventional. Now that they've seen what they're going to want to try to do behind that, you can't really call that card again.
Yeah, and it's also, I think that wall is just coming down mainly as an eco idea. It's Sheriff's in the hands of Ninetales, so they're trying to show a little bit more bite behind that wall while they're a little bit more gathered up on the B site. But I think this type of round from MIBR, maybe without the crazy fight in B main, that was some ego swings there for sure. But I think this idea of playing with fade around the Viper early on to threaten a lurk up, use a Prowler there, fight in B main at the same time, I think these are all very good plans from MIBR. That can really only be shut down if Ninetales change their general approach.
Which might be part of the reason for this timeout that we're seeing called out from Ninetales. There were some of the early swings that you were mentioning, and again, the lurk up behind that defensive Viper wall almost a bit telegraphed, as you were mentioning, because it was an eco. But you mentioned Ninetales will have to, redesign their entire approach. What are you looking for?
They will. I think there's two main ideas looking at the ultimates they have, because Ninetales have both ults on their duelists, and usually what this can mean on Split in particular is either A, you're using like the Waylay ult to run like a very fast start of round fight, in one of the mains, down mid, whatever.
Right.
The other one is you can play a little bit more towards mid in the early round, not overcommit to like all-out fighting, and you can very quickly rotate through mid to quick retake into one of the two sites. And I think that with Ninetales playing maybe a little bit more forward into mains in the last few rounds, I would like to see them play for maybe a quicker retake approach or refight ideas into an MIBR that's playing very slow rounds. I don't think you're going to catch MIBR if you try to do something off the rip this round.
Yeah. You mentioned both duelists have their ults, and particularly Donna's for the retake, as you were mentioning, if they do try to play around the middle of the map.
Now, this is interesting, though, because the Omen position is a very good spot for a Paranoia into main. Waylay 2 could drop down an ult, so if MIBR are noisy here, this could explode.
Who's next?
Or they just send it. Oh, or they just send it! Donna catches SRN suspended in time. Elisa falls as well. Bubba started getting behind enemy lines, able to duel out and get a couple before eventually being put out.
Hold on, Sayuri doesn't have the spike. It looks like it was going to be trying to go to B with the spike, get a quick plant down. But now MIBR just adding a little chaos. Samsami doesn't spot any players in main. Will she go? Oh, she doesn't go sewers. Now snaps back.
All that misdirection, all that eye candy.
So MIBR are going to walk it back into A. Now there's a wall from the Vise on B, so they can still lean towards A. But this fight from Samsami could define the round.
Spotting one, I believe. The flash now both seen. Sayuri finding space to get across. Melissa trying to keep them back. A smoke up towards heaven.
TPing into it. I love this spot. The smoke is cover for her.
Sayuri still punishes. 2v2 now. Gets caught with utility out. It's all on to Melissa now. 1v1 against Samsami on the other side. And Melissa stands tall for MIBR.
Oh yeah, that was nice in the 1v2. A Red Bull clutch for Melissa as MIBR go up 5-1. And it comes after a disaster start to the round because, MIBR, after playing so reserved in mains at the start, against the old round, they were just trying to run a play themselves. It's only because Bastarda gets 2 kills off of the teleport. And then, Sayuri has a good position to find the kill.
Right.
MIBR needed some big plays out of solo players to make this one play out.
I wonder if they pulled the trigger on that. On that very quickly because of the exec Viper wall that they saw from the attack.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like, hey, they're coming here and they're going to go fast, right?
Yeah.
That could be a tell.
It's also possible, like, you see that wall, you see the your ult in hands is like, oh, usually teams with your ult don't take any chances, play a quick round.
Right.
I think that actually MIBR, by stepping so forward into main at the start of round, was a little bit of a misplay, to be honest, and it really is only because of Bastarda and Melissa that they're able to steal back that round.
Yeah. Settle on it. We got a quick tech pause here, courtesy of Gear. I fear.
Yeah, let's...
You got a Dr. Seuss to follow up with that? Gear, fear here. Come on.
I'm close to a joke. I'm near. That's the best I've... No, that's terrible, dude. Why would you make me Dr. Seuss on live TV?
It wasn't your best.
No, that is atrocious.
It wasn't your best.
I don't claim responsibility for this.
Hang in there and you'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, one of the things I did want to point out here, though, is for as much as the crowd has been very Ninetales heavy, and for good reason, right? We would expect that to be the case. Haven't had very many reasons to get out of their seats the last couple of rounds.
No.
And, with how some of this momentum is gone, and you take a quick look at the economy for Ninetales on the other side of this, I don't know that that's going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, you look at last round, they're on the edge of their seats. They're right there. They're ready to go.
Right.
And then it gets robbed away in the 1v2. So you had a few of those rounds come down to the wire. You think about the eco round that MIBR stole away, round 2. You think about Ninetales being in a 2v1 on their own eco round, round 3. Like, there have been so many situations where they almost had it and they just didn't quite get it. And you think about a team like MIBR, they were just in that situation the other day. You remember their series against Shopify Rebellion where they win 1 round on the first map? How many close rounds did they have?
Now Ninetales get a little taste of that medicine.
It felt like every single one. It felt like every single round was that. These close 1v1 situations, you know, something like that, and didn't go their way at all. So, yeah, you're right. Ninetales now on the receiving end of that a bit. Seems like Indians are getting adjusted, and we should be, hopefully.
What the fuck? IBR just showing some clutch factor as well, right? Because that was desperately lacking. And for a team with as skilled players as MIBR have, it's like that was a shocking thing to see in that loss versus Shopify. Now getting a little display of that here in the early days of this series.
I think if you're Ninetales as well, if that is kind of how the trend is going, you have to find a way to make it work on stage. I mean, the reality is we didn't talk about this a ton, but this is elimination. One of these two teams goes home today, and so you can't hang your hat on, oh, the clutches didn't go our way. You've got to find a way to make it happen no matter what. So back into action we go. We mentioned MIBR up 4 rounds. No ult to speak of really on that side. Lisa close to having the pit, but a light buy for the defense.
This is cute out of MIBR going for a fight immediately after.
Yeah.
They just got chopped up in the same space, but this time light buy, no power ultimates to deal with.
Ninetales being really aggressive up B main. They just invested the double dash and the paranoia, thinking somebody would be waiting there, but they were wrong. Oh, it's the discipline box. Full Moon getting away with one, I believe, fully blind.
That TP from Sayuri makes things challenging. Now a reload forced out from Ever, but with the rotates coming in and now the Steel Garden, Doug, they could do this.
Perhaps on even footing. The spike going to be just on the outside of things. Haven't fully committed, had to respect the ult. Basarda up close, getting the kill. Ever continuing to pile it on is Melissa. The only one left standing, has to 1v3 with that weaponry. No shot, a Thrifty as Ninetales punch back.
They couldn't quite get it done. The previous Thrifty, this time they absolutely lock in. Only losing 2 players. And that's just Monster coming out here. First of all, Full Moon.
Fully blind.
Yeah, got the kill on SRN. And that's just knowing the race is going to be tucked right into the corner there. Just a gorgeous shot.
And brother, we were talking about how it seems like the crowd is begging for a reason to get out of their seat.
Yeah.
I mean, they just gave it to him. Still down 3 rounds, though. Back in the hands of Samsami.
Yeah, that op is over in B main. Early round, it was just a little bit of omen baiting from Haste. Try and make it seem like there isn't an op there. And really what Ninetales are going to be counting as those shots go wide is they're going to be counting Prowlers. Already 1 down. If you can bait out the next Prowler, that gives free reign for Samsami to take very aggressive lines.
Still, I mean, posted up pseudo-aggressively right now, but
check out A main.
Lisa, there's a lot of throw on the other side. Manages to survive that.
Against all odds. But at the same time, because Donna can actually run all the way forward here, now it forces MIBR into the op.
And you were talking about how they need to be counting how many Prowlers have been invested. Melissa still has 1. And there it is.
Beautiful.
That's going to push Samsami off the line. The Paranoia will as well. SRN chomping at the bit, nipping at the heels, trying to get up close. But Haste clotheslines.
And with the mid lurk dealt with too, now the op can swing in line. This is beautiful. Out of Ninetales, even the movement at the end. A sick round.
Haste with 3, a flawless one at that as Ninetales get up closer and closer.
And there was so much unnoticeable things that Haste did so nicely there too. Right, from the early round baiting for the op to the quick reposition in sight.
Yeah.
Haste's teammate is in full trouble. There's a Raze dive bombing at this Yoru. But being able to quickly get back into the site, support with some utility, and catch SRN in the side. Now forcing MIBR to take a pause.
I was concerned, and I think there were general concerns that after how the map started, that maybe Ninetales would just kind of go out with a whimper. But whatever adjustments, whatever was said during that first time out, really has felt like it's changed the entire outlook of this first half.
Yeah, I mean, just getting a little pep in their step after winning the eco rounds. That was coming out of the tech pause even, right? Like they had that little time to gear it on. That's not even being able to talk to you. They had the time up before that where they did make some adjustments. They had some very close rounds. It seems like it's now started to all come together.
So into the next round we will go. Ninetales down 2. have the pit to play with for Full Moon, and now it's Ever who's upping. It's been Samsami up until this point.
You're right. And usually that means when you give it away from the duelist, you want your duelist to play more aggro.
Right.
Samsami will be fighting up in B main.
We've seen this look, right? There was a paranoia, there was a double dash. They want to fight for this B main space. Oh, but it's a satchel forward from SRN, and perhaps a bit too aggressive. Not prepared for what was on the other side, but off of that, MIBR full sending towards A. The problem is the op is there, and so are 3 members of the defense. Make that 2 now.
Bastard is playing a beautiful game.
Has been all half. Melissa joining in, having fun just as well. So you're returning the flash. No real way to get back into this unless maybe heroics from the youngster. Still more work to be done. Down in numbers, but Lisa has a sheriff.
Spike plant.
Not really the weapon that you want in a position like this. And I think they're so concerned for the flank. Hakes was just making sure there was nobody pulling up behind him.
Ninetales have taken their time, but they can't afford to wait any longer.
So Yuri will be the first to hold the line. Takes a step back, doesn't overcommit, repositions and buys time. First smoke to help pass, the sheriff connects. And now it's just Donna from up in heaven. Gets things down to a 1v2, has to TP away though. Spike's been going on for a little while here. So time is of the essence.
It's not gonna happen.
No, there's not enough. Donna has to get out. Careful. Position given away, but the rifle falls regardless.
Yeah, Bastard is just the hero of that round. Again, the teleport forward. MIBR put down an attack smoke kind of in the middle of A main to set up Bastard as forward teleport. She's the player that picks off the operator. And it comes out, this forward B main fight is interesting because Samsami actually threw a flash through the roof or past it to help out. But then that smoke you see on the ground is what allowed Bastard to get forward. Melissa has a couple of nice shots as well. And now with the ultimates, last time MIBR had the dimensional drift, it was an A hit. It's going to be the same.
Op has gone back into the hands of Samsami, back towards B. But a lot of attention A, and they have taken all mid-space. Christy.
It just doesn't really matter if MIBR pull the trigger now. If they wait, that's when that flank is concerning.
I think a lot of it, too, is how much do you end up losing on sight while this is happening. Ever fully blinded up, can't see a damn thing. And SRN, there to greet, there to welcome.
Donna is quick on this flank.
No ults.
No one's holding the flank right now, actually.
Spike planted.
Full Moon might find some space, but SRN's there. SRN is no longer there. What a shot out from Full Moon. Now they have the pit they can play around. Melissa has the ult too. But the dimensional drift pop to go exploring to see what they can find. Donna falls. I mean, they have the money. They might as well go for it. Haste on high. Haste isn't gonna get checked. Drops down into the pit. Falls at the hands of Lisa. It's gonna have to be Full Moon. I mean, with the op, you can't really commit to this much more. So Yuri drops one. What can Samsami do? Nothing. MIBR get to 7.
And MIBR only have to use the dimensional drift in the pit. It's not even that much. Just playing a good post plan. That's what I was talking about there. Well, yes, Ninetales taking so much space onto the map. If MIBR just play quick rounds, don't worry about the flanks, play on site.
Right,
that flank doesn't actually matter.
Sure.
And the side hold wasn't strong enough to actually stall them out long enough. They took their time, but once they got up into heaven, it was a nice shot from SRN to open up the rest of the site.
You kind of get caught there, no? Either you're like fully committed to the fight, or you give up the space knowing to fight retake because you have a big flank, but not really working out. Hello, this is fast too. TP's away. Oh, and Haste gets her again. SRN's rocket. Not finding value, but again, it's Bastarda on the trade. 11 and 7 for the Yoru so far. And now Donna arriving, disposed of. Trying to vacate the site a little bit for the TP away. Out from Samsami.
And Samsami's on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
This round's over, she can't help.
So much attention now arriving. Might be on time, actually. A 2v2.
Last player
Samsami delivers. What can Melissa do? Has to navigate the pit. Has to try to deny this Full Moon week. Samsami not much better off. The flash on the other side turns away. Spam not connecting. You're running out of time. Got to half. But Samsami gets the kill and the defuse.
Comes in at the last minute there to help on through. Keep this series close. That was a absolutely mental round. From again, Haste being able to pick off the showstopper.
It even looked like SRN cleared that, or at least looked, but
the fact that Full Moon is
even looked like SRN cleared that, or at least looked, but
the fact that the map, if Full Moon ever drops their round, completely over. Not only did she not die, she gets a couple of kills.
right.
Keep her team in it.
Don't know that we'll get a ton of early aggression into the mains this round. Although I say that,
Yeah,
there
look at
might be
mid.
another ace setup with a Paranoia and a Convergent Paths. There's the Paranoia, the double dash, but MIBR's not home. Not there anyway. Ever falls. Full Moon can't settle either. That was ugly.
And now Samsami is surrounded by 5 players.
Has to TP out. Fully playing retake, knowing they have Donna's ult.
So now I'm looking at Haste. It's been so locked in this half.
Spike.
Like Solo Wait, just walking out onto the site by herself.
Saren up in heaven. Donna still with a big ult to play around. Just now arriving. Ult's gonna connect on 3. I think the only one that wasn't tagged was Sayuri. The start of falls. So does Donna. An 8-4 half for MIBR.
I gotta keep singing the praises of the starter throughout this half. Whenever there was a round where SRN's getting, shot down early in an exec, or MIBR are getting, choked away in terms of map space, that starter's entries, oftentimes just off the back of her own utility, were just beautiful to watch.
I mean, Bastardo was the only reason those rounds were kept even.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were, again, so many rounds MIBR are in losing positions. That starter finds a pick. It's great.
8-4 half the way of MIBR. We do have a special interview down on the crowd. It's actually Jen who's going to be standing by with Texture and Kara.
텍스처 선수와 카논 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
Guys, Jen here with Texture and Karon. Now, Karon, this was your second year of competing in BCT. Now, rewinding back to last year, do you remember what it was like competing in your first champions? We have some first timers up on the stage as well. 카론 선수 이제 2년 차잖아요. 근데 또 작년에 처음으로 챔스에 진출했을 때 좀 어떤 기분이었는지 기억이 나시나요? 지금 첫 번째인 선수들이 무대에 많거든요.
저도 초반에는 이렇게 매우 떨었는데 그 시간이 지나고 형들도 같이 저를 이렇게 좀 도와주고 하다 보니까 되게 그냥 긴장도 잘 풀리고 게임이 바로바로 잘 되더라고요. 그래가지고 이제 나인테일즈 선수분들도 쫄지 말고 어차피 긴장해서 득이 될 것도 없고 나아지는 것도 없으니까 긴장을 안 하고 게임을 했습니다.
Well, my first match, I felt really nervous, but teamwork makes the dream work. So my teammates helped me out a lot, and once the pressure was off and the nerves were gone, I was able to enjoy the game and really perform to my best. So for Ninetales player, being nervous, it's not gonna help you. Hope you enjoy the game, and good luck. Now, Texture, you were just so emotionally invested watching the game. I just wanted to show you guys at home what he was like. 일단 리액션이 진짜 무슨 방송 중계하는 사람인 것 같았어요. 그래서 이 홈에서 보시는, 집에서 보시는 분들한테도 그 리액션을 다시 보여드리고 싶은데 준비되셨나요? When Ninetales are winning, 나인테일즈가 이기고 있다.
나이스!
아니 그것보다 더 했는데?
뭐 어떻게 했더라? 저 선수가 잘 모르겠어. 미치겠어요. 그냥 사람 그냥 그러니까 도파민 개 터져가지고 그냥 모르겠습니다. 그냥 열심히 죽자고 응원하고 있습니다. 리액션 뭐 그냥 상상하십시오. 그냥.
It was just a lot of dopamine. I was going insane. Now, Texture, any tips or advice when it comes to the second half? 이제 후반전 좀 팁이나 조언.
그냥 죽자고 달려들고 그냥 앞에 있는 적만 잘 잡으면은 사실 그냥 됩니다. 뭐 잡생각할 필요도 없어. 그냥 파이팅하는 거야. 파이팅.
Bite the bullet. Whoever is in your crosshair, just kill them. And fighting. Now, thank you, Texture and Karon. And let's go back to the game.
Bye bye.
It is historically true that if you shoot someone in your crosshair in this game, you'll win.
Yeah.
So, wise words.
I mean, I trust him.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at doing exactly what he just said.
Right.
So now, unfortunately, Ninetales can't hear the interviews during halftime. So they might go back, check in the VOD, and then be like, that's what we should have done. But
Should have done more shooting the people in the crosshair. Quick look at the Coinbase Econ report. we talked a lot about Bastarda, and for good reason, right? Melissa is another one who has essentially kept MIBR afloat.
I mean, she was very good at shooting people in her crosshair, especially if she found herself in a position where her crosshair was looking at 2 different people, and she was the only one of her teammates alive. So, yeah, in that sense, absolutely getting the job done. Expect to see that continue.
12 and 8. The crowd, again, trying to will Ninetales back into this. They find themselves down 4. And that's an ominous stat if you think about what we're in for here.
Yeah, I don't think Zipto's going to be forgetting that series anytime soon. Ninetales need to ride some of that momentum. Currently setting up 5 players outside A. Only SRN ready to receive, but now with the quick teleport, the double duels can get active.
Just when you think Donna's gone, Samsami's there, a beautiful flash. Bastarda's here to help.
Nice.
Melissa getting the first SRN as well. Bastarda never gets cleared, never gets checked. No real chance to a flawless round for MIBR.
100% perfection out of Melissa. That haunt caught maybe every player on Ninetales. I think she gets a spam kill out of the smoke on Heaven. No one goes to shoot it initially, and then after the first ping, I think 4 or 5 players turn around to try and get it.
Right.
At which point, everyone on MIBR can swing and punish there. I really
उनके
like
मैप पे मार रहा है यार MIBR.
Unfortunately, the rest of the crowd did not, as Ninetales down 5 now, presumably 6, given that they're not investing at all.
And that Fate is an agent that not everyone plays on this map. It's not
Yeah.
unpopular by any means, I think.
Just not common.
Just not super common, but it can show a lot of value, especially that haunt coming out from A Heaven as you're trying to exec in.
That time the haunt was cleared.
Yes. There was also no one shooting it, so it was a little bit more, you know, relaxed to deal with that utility. Oh dear.
SRN. Eco frags.
My God.
Just really kind of get the blood flowing, don't they?
The MIBR section of this crowd going nuts right now.
We haven't had an ace in a while.
Oh yeah.
And we've got one now. That's the ace, excuse me, for SRN.
We got the fan club out in full force for MIBR. Hey, you know what? Giving their fans a show here, up 10-4. Just watch it and appreciate. The other advice Texture would have given was never let go of your left click. Just keep firing.
Hold MB1 win game.
Yeah, SRN is 1 off of the showstopper now.
Right.
The old terms are really funny. Your teammates have nothing else.
Yeah, 1 or nothing, and SRN has a million. Look at how far back Ninetales are playing.
I mean, it's possible that SRN is in A main right now. I would do the same.
Yeah. Instead, it's MIBR who's investing a fair amount of their resources on controlling the middle of the map.
Looks like this is going to be the default hunt coming out, which makes it harder for Melissa to play out of Heaven here against the quick pops.
Lots of noise happening across the site. Ever tries catching a timing up the middle of the map, but unfortunately swings into 3.
So now with the lurk down, it forces Ninetales to fight forward into screens. 2 players already there.
Samsami also falls. They've had some opportunities, but just not converting on them.
Well, MIBR are just way too ready for these angles to be swung. It's great awareness.
He's playing in the smoke, being instantly put out by the Roomba. Yeah, and then again, slowed down.
Last player standing.
Donna, you got a 1v5 in you?
Too bad.
That's 1.
Nice.
That's all it'll be. MIBR really threatening to run away with this thing here.
That was just a really calm round out of MIBR, all things considered. They are playing basically full retake on A, just leaving the fade there.
Just 1 through 1, yeah.
Util. Observers fighting, I agree.
Nah.
I wonder who's behind that sign.
I can tell you who it was. It was someone who put together an awesome event earlier today, by the way. The Game Changer Spotlight event had a bunch of people come out to speak in a panel and just put a bunch of really focus on Game Changers as a program. And so tremendous love whenever I get the chance to shout out Heather and what she works on in this community. She's criminally underrated for the value that she provides.
Absolutely. And I do want to shout out because Yeah, this one hits a little personal to me as well, because one of the first like sort of like game changers like outreach events happened before, I believe, the very first game changers. It might have been right before Sao Paulo, as a matter of fact. And I took my sister to that one. She found a couple of like-minded players there that were starting a team, joined a team. That team was called Teddy Tactics. I went on to coach and be able to play in GC with my sister. So always fun to be able to actually go to those types of events and find yourself in a great space and have opportunities to actually compete with some of your heroes, some of your icons.
Again, Sapphire, a pillar of this community and often goes underappreciated for what she does for Game Changers and really for Valorant as a whole. Also a little weird that you took that as an opportunity to talk about yourself coaching Teddy Tactics. But
it was mostly about my sister, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out Arya.
4 Guardians for Ninetales and a Stinger for Samsami. On the other side of this timeout, you feel the desperation starting to settle in a bit. Fake TP towards B main out from Sayuri. That's not fake, that's real. Cool, that's so real.
Unfortunately, it's a little too real.
Yeah.
Ninetales were not expecting the heavy mid play, which MIBR showed in the previous round. This is the same idea. Again, Prowler, some utility going down into A main while 3 players step up into mid, make sure there's no late lurk going down, and because they have mid control, they can either quick flank, which they're going to do, or quickly rotate into heaven.
And the concern is the spike.
Oh dear.
Looks like it's going to get ahead, unless
I mean, they have to take it slowly.
Really slows down. There's some noise made. They know there's at least one. They don't realize that is a spike, but they're going to get out onto A just fine.
So again, Ninetales fight up into screens, but this time Bastarda is waiting.
That paranoia, I don't believe, will hit.
Did not catch her.
Spike planted.
Bastarda plays far back. SRN gets the kill, pops the ult, doesn't connect. But Lisa does, fortunately. Ever falls as well. SRN with 3, MIBR with 12, and that might just be a good night on the map.
I mean, it's just a clinical map out of MIBR. Ninetales have yet to figure out a solution to this default look MIBR are showing. Just a full-on 1-3-1. Ninetales keep losing players to this stack of 3 in mid, and it's forcing them into some really ugly mid-round positions.
Yeah.
Match point.
It's tough too. It's their map pick. They to struggle on solving something like this, I think is tough. It's got to be tough from the coach's seat as well. I mean, it's really just been Samsami that's performing.
It'd be especially hard to find value, again, if you're playing the supportive roles on attack side split. If you're walking into stacks too, it's a hard position. So I think Ninetales is just going to try and run an exec where B has been only 1 player. Now there are 3 waiting for it.
And a little bit of utility to flash. Well done to exchange though. Good trade. The start of TP's away.
Yeah, all these players were seized up, so they couldn't actually come in and support. Haste in the front line.
Melissa has to take a step back. Doesn't have the same benefit of TPing away, and Donna hunts her down. So numbers advantage for Ninetales for the first time all half, if I'm not mistaken.
Stalled out by utility. Now use the flash to get the cross.
MIBR has to find a way in, and I don't think they will. Unless Sayuri 1v4s. Donna's weak. That's not the weak one.
Hold on.
There's a shot at this. Sayuri might set this MIBR squad on fire. Ever. The last one standing between a ridiculous play and Sayuri. Sayuri on the turn. There's the TP. Looking for a little bit more. Still has a paranoia. There's the swing, and Ever puts that out. Ninetales get to 5.
Sayuri gets a little too fancy there. Can't quite see it through on the 1v4.
That paranoia hits, and all of a sudden, I mean, we're yelling right now.
Absolutely. I do think this is common pathing in from Donna. You saw their match against Zipto before. Always looking for this double dive. Sometimes going on top of the screen, sometimes going behind it. That was something that was never really solved against these Ninetales B hits that MIBR need to recognize and answer back with, because Donna was insane on the attack side previously.
Challenge the op. TP across. You imagine there's a flash or the clone. Patience, discipline. Oh, just off the mark.
Yeah, the thing is, Ninetales are not in position to accelerate behind the op shot. They've got 3 players waiting for A. It was supposed to be fake pressure on B, which now they're like, well, we wish we could have done something.
Right.
The concern is potential for a little Seasonade combo off of Info. Looking for hog spam.
SRN's tucked. Beautiful timing. Beautiful timing from SRN!
Down A.
Perfect transfer. And surely that closes out Split. Samsami doing their best to get them back into this map, into this round. But it's just not enough. Haste in a 1v3. An op still in play. The spike not even in hand. And a double face that you have to clear. Tries to turn the flash. But it's just a matter of time. It's inevitable here. So Yuri cleans it up. 13-5 for MIBR.
Such a sick play out of Melissa and SRN in A main there. SRN with perfect spray control, perfect accuracy on the fight, and choosing to pull the trigger the same time the Omen ult is used on the other side. So knowing there's one less player in that fight, SRN likes their odds in the 1v4, and MIBR like their odds in this series. Utility. Oh dear.
SRN. Eco frags.
Spike down A.
We haven't had an ace in a while.
Oh yeah!
And we've got one now. That's the ace, excuse me, for SRN.
An update is required. Financial system updating. System updated.
We will dance together.
The future of money is here. Feels good.
Locking down the Drake is now Doran. Decent position. Double
break down my walls, but I won't rise again. Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
Oh, they go back in. Bishop flashes in. And down goes Knight.
Nah, mate. Oh, knock knock. Something real, something raw, not accidental. No, I'm sure you're not needed. Show you the door, but what's that? What's that? Yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental. Yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in your core. Buying. Yeah, what for? But do what I need to. Always sure something. not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what for? Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Knocking on the door, knocking on it one time, knocking on the door. Always sure, knocking on the door, one time.
MIBR dominate map 1 of this series and now are 1 away from sending Korea's representative home. Welcome back to the desk. Let's dive straight into this one and talk about today's HyperX reflex moment. And Tom, this goes to Bastarda, who is so
Yeah, like SRM was taking those early fights, getting blasted in the face a lot of the time, but it just created space off the back of Bastarda's flashes. Like her flashes throughout the game, on the attack especially, were just unbelievable. Her space taking, getting in behind all of that early utility that was in place. She was a nuisance. And yeah, when your Yoru's playing that well, it's very difficult for your opponents to do anything.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think it feeds into a point that you made starting this out as well, Mimi. Even in that clip, you can see it. A lot of the time, SRN could have been isolated there, but because they're able to get past that utility, as we'll look at in a bit, this gave them an upper hand in almost every single fight. And I feel like this very much looks like a comp diff coming into it.
Yeah.
Which is then, you know, at least the next map doesn't have any of those sort of storylines.
No, not at all. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's talk a little bit more about this one because it was just a story of this double duelist composition. It looked like there was just nothing Ninetales could do to slow SRN and Bastarda down.
Yeah, I feel like in the first half, at least, SRN looked human, I guess I would say. Sure. And then in the second half, it was like, yeah, again, Ace get 4K, just started truly thriving the second that they were running into her crosshair. So it was a tough day at the office. And
it was tough too because, Mitch, it wasn't just those two players diving in. It was as well Sayori on these executes. It looked so well drilled.
Yeah, you know, it didn't just come down to the dive itself, like the smokes even help them out further. You see here, that's their own smoke they use to TP Bastarda up close, and then Sayori follows up as well. So although those vines are up and they're keeping some of the squad out of this round, out of the initial play, they still have so much to fall back on, completely surround that backside of A thanks to that double dive that they went for in, not even using that third player in this instance. And then the round falls into their hands. We saw this as a story so often, and because they had so much success with that initial punch through, we didn't even get to see some of I suppose the blooming of the fruit for Lisa, who was coming behind them so often. There was always a safety net that MIBR didn't even need to fall back on.
So the Vice got countered out on map number 1. Now we go to map 2 of Bind. This is where Ninetales was playing that composition with the veto in play, which I know you were both critical of that. What do you want to see them change? What was wrong with that composition that worries you going into Bind?
Well, no, you're going to tell us why it's so good, because you've predicted Ninetales to win. They lost the first map, so why is it going to
I'll tell you why it's so good if they pick it again. I think maybe we'll see them pivot away from it. Tahoe and Vita, let's keep in mind, Tahoe hasn't won a single map here, if I'm not mistaken, at GCC. A fan of either. And I felt like it's not only that, it is exactly as you say, like I wasn't a fan of it. We didn't see impact from it.
What didn't you like about the veto? What were they missing by taking him?
Great question. The veto in particular, I feel like the Interceptor didn't have a lot of impact with players constantly diving past it and taking those fights deep into the lines. I think that when you look at the trap that gets you that information, they were using it constantly towards bathroom, and it was being destroyed early on, effectively having the impact of a sky flash if your opponents are defaulting, and they were defaulting a lot. You expect that, especially when you're seeing that info played early on. So then what else are you getting from it? Sure, the ult was good to counter some executes, but against this composition, I don't think that's really going to be as big of a deal. Maybe you can hold on to lamps with an orbital strike down, but I think by and large, the biggest impact I saw from the veto was the heal when the ult was popped. That's not great.
But they are hovering him at least yet again here. Ninetales got ran over by a double duelist comp from MIBR last time. MIBR looks like they're picking that again. Tom, is there any learnings that they can take? Any changes that you're looking to see to maybe have a better chance here on Bind?
I think realistically they've got to be very wary of Bastarda. Like I think the amount she was able to do getting in behind was a problem. I also think this composition's not bad for retakes when they do get into the defense. I think they've got a lot of utility to be able to get them in, get them info, clear certain angles. And with the fact that SRN and Bastarda are likely to get very aggressive on the defensive side, catching them early will be important.
If Ninetales want to make waves in this lower bracket, they'll have to win this map and push us to 3. If they can't do it, it'll be MIBR starting their lower bracket run. We'll find out how this ends as we head back into game with Doug and Ender.
Thank you so much, Mimi. I think for Ninetales, we'd even go so far as hoping to make a ripple, much less a wave. I think you kind of have to take it round by round, Christy, as you think about the stomp that just took place, and now knowing that you're going into a map that's not even your preferred one.
Yeah, after Ninetales was the one stomping yesterday, now getting the reversal on the first map. And after, you know, they were close around to the beginning of the last map, it really started to run away. I think Bastarda Melissa played a beautiful game throughout. SRN had a monstrous second half. Ninetales needs some heroes of their own to finally step up to the plate now.
And you look towards Donna to be one of the ones to do that, but you can't help but ask the question, is that too much pressure on the shoulders of a youngster?
It's a lot of pressure. Youngest player in the tournament, Donna. Has been the hero for this team. Pistol round's a problem for Ninetales so far this event. See if they can fix some things here on the attack.
Double dash from Donna. Yep. TP's away right on time. But lets her know where the threat is, where the pressure's coming from. Ever committing to getting spiked down. Double teleports. Having full clear U-Haul. That flash is good. Full moon swing is good as well. But Lisa, how much more can you do? A filthy second shot. Expecting the third as well. And gets it! Unbelievable out from Lisa. You mentioned the pistols were a problem for Ninetales. They haven't fixed it.
I don't know if the pistol was the problem as much as it was just Lisa dominating on lamps. That was so sick. I mean, the crispiness on these shots.
The second kill was,
yep. Swinging right back in. Now here at the end, locks onto Donna's skull immediately.
Not the start the Ninetales were looking for, choosing to invest a little bit. You've got a shorty for Donna and a sheriff for Samsami.
Yeah, might try the similar idea to double dive back on lamps, but nobody's home this time.
Nope, and honestly, I don't blame MIBR. I wouldn't be playing there right now either.
I think MIBR do a really good job of not being predictable on this map. I think even after they show their opening utility, they'll be so mobile.
No, Sayuri filled into it. That's so funny that we talked about that, and Sayuri fills right in on that space.
That's the thing, though, is that it was the idea in the last round. This time, though, there's a shorty, so it'll be the full commit.
Oh, what a silly game.
Now, Bastarda doesn't secure the kill, and that's big news. All of a sudden, that means you still got Flash alive for Ninetales.
Right.
Full Moon is potentially going to be able to regroup back with the team or work into hookah, send a Flash down on A short to try and do some misdirection, but it doesn't mean anything.
No. Lisa with a perfect bill of health right now.
Oh, dear.
Now 4-0. Nice spit.
I don't know what happened to Donna there. She was jumping up and down, almost like she was caught by something while she burned down.
Her teammates, you think the spacing was bad?
It's possible she got body blocked.
That would be funny. That nade's going to be a little too deep, but that's all right. The guns should clean things up. Unless Samsami hits a, shattering 1v3 with the Sheriff, and that's not going to be the case. Lisa has 3. How many kills is that?
That's 6 kills. Yeah.
Yeah, not too shabby of a start. Remember, it was on map 1 that it was SRN who had taken off and was already about to have the ult online.
SRN, who also has 4 ult orbs out of the 8 required for the showstopper.
That's like right on the edge as well.
Yeah. The other thing that could have happened is Donna could have stepped into the orb, gotten the quick decay, not realized that the Viper Molly was on her feet, and then Panic tries to jump away at the end while it's already too late.
Lisa 2 pips away from her ult. Ooh, a lot of A short aggression here.
Yeah, this is something you'll see sometimes from SRN.
It's a crunch. They have an eye that was set up there, a dog coming in from the other side.
This is why they're hard to read, because they'll move on 2 places at the same time.
They're between two players of Ninetales now. There's no way that Samsami could catch that.
No shot at all. And I think part of it was they kind of had some suspicions of what might be happening, but nothing really to confirm it except face checking.
So it's a 4-on-3 now. Ever in a little bit of trouble. But MIBR have 3 players working on the flank. This step up from Donna is everything.
Bastarda has to secure
shoulder scene.
Yep. Nice clone. Buy some time. Donna thinks better of it.
Now 3 players move in on the flank.
Does Full Moon realize that's how many are there?
It's a good smoke.
It's a very good smoke. Forced the dog to get any info, but doesn't necessarily go the way you'd expect. And now the stun out from Teho. It's going to buy a little bit of time. Full Moon has to take a step back. Donna's 10 HP. Certainly fragile, certainly weak, but certainly still frying.
Donna securing that fight up into heaven won the round. Because if MIBR have pressure coming in from 3 players on the flank, and also someone up in heaven firing back at Ninetales' shoulders, it's over. Donna had to secure that.
Right.
Does so on 10 HP after being hit by the outlaw shot. But when we're asking players to step up from Ninetales, Donna, the solo duelist on this map, the prodigy for this team, has to be at the tip of your tongue.
So much promise on a player so young. Also worth noting, MIBR was round 3, showing some pretty cool ideas already in some of that mid-crunch, and we'll see what else they have up their sleeves.
There we go, Donna, different pathing this time, and it's perfect.
Up on Asuna Mox and connects right on time. So Yuri's there to trade, though.
Yeah, and with 2 players still on site, it could be problematic. Mollies are a little bit delayed.
That's snappy out from Sayuri. Wow.
And SRN catches a kill while that Astra Smoke went down for 1 second.
Sayuri still has a smoke, too. That's got to be so frustrating.
At the same time, look at your minimap. There is a Yoru back in spawn. Bastarda sprinted out of B main, has these players fully contained.
You have that. You have showers you don't have control over. You don't have pipes. You don't have heaven.
The only way to win this round is keep walking forward. You can't plant the spike. You need to get a kill.
Right. I mean, maybe you can TP out, but
it's on pipes right here from Full Moon.
Sayuri was snappy earlier. Gets tagged up.
Down on 6 HP.
Yeah, has to give the space up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We just got past a raise.
The smoke is the only thing they didn't see. The Stimmy's there, 1 for 1 though, and that's okay when you're up in numbers like that, right? You can afford for something silly like that to happen because you have the reinforcements to clean it up. So MIBR will get to 3. SRN has the ult in the next round.
Let's see what went wrong here on the XX. The first kill is great from Donna. Then the trade ends up coming out. I think that kill onto Samsami backside is really what poses problems.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Ninetales can't win that fight, now there's mollies on the spike. You've got Raze waiting for a smoke to drop to get a pick. Big, big problems now. They start to mount as it's an eco round. There's ults on the other side. So I think the main takeaway is Donna still finding the opening picks, but Ninetales need to actually manage to convert those leads.
Yeah, nice bit of utility to take Shower's control. Unfortunately, not enough to net a kill. It did grab the orb, though, I believe. And so Ever should be 1 off of that ult for the next round.
Crunch play.
Yeah, they don't really have guns here, man. This could be a slaughter. Nothing really to contain behind them, though, so they either choose to fight or they choose to run away, and they choose to fight, much to their dismay.
It's possible Melissa seized herself.
Yep.
Door's closed right in her face, and now Haste finds herself on the wrong side of this door.
Has a gun, and Samsami's on the flank. Bastarda's playing in a really nice spot. Well, Bastarda just turned away.
No, no, no.
And so Samsami
no, no, no.
has to hit a belter of a shot initially.
1 enemy remaining.
Not going to be the case. So, what are you going to do? Yeah. What's your plan there?
Yeah, well, MIBR looked to be running away with it again.
You know, we were in this position on split, and then there were a couple of pauses, and then all of a sudden, what was it, 8-4? Yeah, it was 8-4. So they were able to settle and put a couple of rounds together to make it competitive. They're going to have to do it again here.
Yeah.
1 enemy remaining.
I want to see what it looks like for Ninetales to contest around B, is the honest truth.
Well, you might get what you're asking for. They're headed that way.
I'm not sure if they're going to fully commit off of this. If they see Bastarda fighting aggressively down B long, once they realize the pit's on A short too, it becomes a little bit predictable out of them.
Use the recall. Bastarda gets across, stays.
Yeah, I mean, MIB are fighting for that orb for their lives because Sayuri just unlocked the ult off of that one.
All right.
And now continuing the double up on long.
You've got a really nice B-split set up here with Donna's ult, with Ever's ult. You just can't afford to die early.
I mean, if they put the Armageddon left to right down long like this, that is ultimate destruction.
You just cannot afford to die early. They're in a really nice spot here.
And you could jump out of hookah at the same time. The only problem would be Sayuri spotting hookah from elbow.
Nice, tucking the flash. Bastard is still playing here.
Ninetales haven't really gone anywhere. It's time to do something.
It was actually the Waylay ult that was giving the same spot that you were asking for. Tana double dashes onto Octagon, takes the space, but MIBR hold the line on the site. They never get past the wall. Sayuri mows down Ever. Full Moon in a 1v3.
No shot. Sayuri with a 3K. And that just goes to show, again, some of the value in this setup MIBR just got, because while they had two players that were going to get picked off by the Waylay ult, Bastarda can teleport back into sight, then swing through the Astral Wall, create a crossfire with Sayuri. That's exactly what happened to Flash through. Sayuri gets hit by it, doesn't matter, she still gets a kill. Bastarda still gets a kill. Lisa picks off the player, I think with Sum E trying to lurk through the pit on A short.
Meanwhile, I think Ever got flashed by Full Moon's flash.
You can.
That was a bit of a mess. It almost got worse the more we looked at it. Right, either way, not a great buy for Ninetales.
Yeah, but I'm just still thinking how good this Yoru is. Yes.
That good?
Again.
Yep.
You just saw the creativity you can have with it. The last round we saw that teleport to get out of the corner by the teleporter. This one to just go and get a pick with the op.
And even using utility to open the door.
I take it back. Yoru stinks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Raze?
Really good.
Ray's good.
But Waylay, I don't know.
Yeah, Ray's really good.
Not making the cut.
Viper really good.
Yeah, but this Veto agent, we need buffs.
Haze does have an op. Ever has a Marshall.
That's what you want on attack.
Right? Yep. In a 2v4.
Oh no, it looks like Lisa's taking a forward spot. I don't think we're scoping in for that one.
Oh. Viper's still good.
Oh, we do have a Sheriff though.
That's not gonna connect.
Now run on over there, pick up the operator. By the way, if you were wondering, had Ninetales been able to do some work at forcing big ultimates out of MIBR, the answer is a resounding no.
Yeah. That was, you know, we saw it again there on the replay. That's what we were talking about, is those little things. Like, yes, Yoru can get in a position to have a line and then TP away, but even the synergy of using the haunt through the telly to open the door so that Yoru can hit the shot. It's the little things.
Exactly, and I think this goes back even to Split, how Melissa was working, both with Bastarda and also with SRN on the A main holds, on defense, on attack, setting up some ideas as well. I think that Melissa's fade has been just a pleasure to watch today, and while SRN, Lisa, whoever is, everyone else has been getting highlights.
Right.
Melissa has been very, very effective, even in the quiet stuff.
Yeah, even that play that we were just talking about, Melissa doesn't get an assist off that. It's just tough.
Robbed.
Yeah, truly. So a timeout here from Ninetales. They're first. We still have one more that they can hit the big red button on if things continue to derail.
You know what? And I don't even want to look at like general macro right now. I want to look at players, because like while we were talking about Donna earlier,
right?
Sum E has had a very quiet start to this game. Locks in the veto to try and get it done here. And what I'm thinking is MIBR about to have a huge ultimate cycle. Do we see a world where on the veto we can evolve, we can have a little bit of fun, we can get going? Because right now the lurks haven't been working.
No.
Maybe the grouped fights in the post plant with that ult online could be the key.
A lot of attention towards A. We've seen this little rollout a couple of times. So showers to secure the orb.
And Sum E could even just hold on to the spike and use the ult to stick a plant. There we go, she evolves.
SRN pops the ult, gets on high, doesn't connect. Meanwhile, the Armageddon backside causes more problems. Sends everyone into disarray. Melissa swings out, ill-advised, but SRN fills in on the space. Does what her teammate could not. They're still kind of hesitating on this, not fully committed. But they have enough control. Yeah, they're gonna work there. Very nicely done, and now the orbital strike. Donna has to push forward, flushed out from safety. Into the face of 3. Blue Moon with the flash in hand. Donna's Phantom is perfect. That's 3 for the duelist. As the spike continues to tick away, Bastarda holding the line, refusing to relent. It's gonna have to be a 1v2 for Full Moon. Looking for any reason to cheer, and Full Moon delivers for Ninetales.
Huge out of the sky. A Red Bull clutch for Full Moon. When everything was going wrong in that round, it seemed like MIBR just unleashed so much into the retake.
I lost count of how many ults were used there.
Hold on, I'm seeing 3 ultimates that just got thrown into that one.
The Vito ult, the Brimstone ult, the Tejo ult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot that happened there.
Absolutely monster. But Full Moon to clutch up at the end. Now the money still is grim. The only honest rifles on 2 players.
A lot of misdirection from the defense there.
But that's the thing. It's a great response to this early dive that MIBR have seen.
Yeah.
They've seen Donna go for this play a million times. Hold on! Hold on, ever!
What a play out from the Tejo. And so now they can go back towards A and at least get the spike down, if nothing else.
That was an honest 1v3.
But is it enough? Is it enough?
It could be. MIBR are splitting up. 1 player heaven. Lisa on the flank.
Bastarda has an op.
And with Haste only having a Marshall in hand, this round still hinges on whatever can do.
There's Haste. Marshall not connecting. No damage dealt ever. That's 4. Would have to get the ace. Once again, Lowell Park trying to will them there, but Ever falls. Haste is going to have to win this out with the Marshall.
Pulling them in.
Bastarda on the tap. The pull is good, but the damage is just not enough there. Bastarda's not going to have time, though.
That shot was enough to pull Bastarda off the spike and Ever to find 4 into the round. Back-to-back rounds, hinging on these late round moments, and it comes after MIBR play perfect ante, knowing the 2 main pathways Donna likes to dive. You can play up in that pocket and punish. But look at that.
It was prettier the second time around.
So good. Gets the 4th kill in the reverse position, looking back down on shore 2. Let's her enjoy the lights for a moment.
Not for too long, though. Right back into it we go. Slow start. This time it seems like they were able to get some of that tower's control without investing as much as they had before. Donna 1 off of her ult here.
Same with Ever. And there could be a fight for the B-long orb.
Yeah.
Can't tell if it's already been taken.
I believe it has.
No, it's there. It was blocked by the camera.
Yeah. And so they can speed up off of this, and then what? You give it to Ever? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're not wasting any time.
Forget it. They're going to get it old-fashioned way. They're going to try to get the frags, but Lisa with 2. Ever falls, so does Haste. The defense holding strong here. What can Samsami do? Player right behind you. Never saw him, never had a chance. Donna in a 1v4.
There.
Turned quickly into a 1v3. Hey, this would be the play of the tournament. If the youngster can pull it off. 16 years old, facing elimination in a 1v3. To keep the half competitive, to inject a little bit of hope, a little bit of maybe. And that's 1 step taken. A big one.
She wants it!
But so much more to go, and it's not enough. Donna invests the ult, and ultimately falls to MIBR.
That's a wild round there, because Ninetales tried to speed up into the site so the rotates can't come in to support the anchor. Little did they know, Lisa doesn't need any help.
Right, the anchor was good. And Donna gave it a run. Don't think the ult connected.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, instantly Melissa was repositioning.
Yeah.
Right there.
A lot of attention towards A.
2 sheriffs is all Ninetales have, though.
Yeah.
Donna wants to look for a dive again, but no shorty.
Gonna fall back here.
As the sheriff.
Drops the TP.
Oh, I like this.
Time.
Yeah, just swinging through. Doesn't want to get picked off in the sky.
All right, meanwhile, the interceptor plucked out the Suyuri's Molly.
The concern is, again, no showers control for Ninetales, but they get the plant off.
Taken down.
And Samsami immediately falls. And I guess we're looking at a small victory and getting the spike down.
Yeah, we're going to run through the formalities here.
Right, Melissa investing the ult here is a bit surprising. But better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Last player standing.
So MIBR will get to 8, and we're knocking on the door of potentially the exact same half that we saw on Split.
MIBR telling themselves, we've got to raise Rock in the next one. We don't need the fade ult either. Let's just make it clean, make it snappy.
Bastardas went off of her ult too.
Such a tough spot for Ninetales to be in. It feels like they haven't had any one player to really just take over into a round. Yeah, Donna had to have a few ones, but players like Haste and Samsami who have been so good for so long for this team that undefeated up until facing off versus Zipto in the quals.
Yeah, they've been anything but this time around. Fast towards A. Last round of the half.
Run it back.
They have a couple of ults here. They can fully disrespect this pit. They're going to drop the Cosmic Divide behind it as well. SRN and Lisa still trying to play on the side. No help. Actually, there's a crunch coming in from Showers. 2 took the telly.
Ninetales
rotate out.
And look at Bastarda. Bastarda's walked forward with the operator. Here's all these players coming.
Oh, into 4. One connects, but trades. Bastarda cannot get out.
That is big, but at the same time, Lisa has now stepped through her pit on A short. They know the hit is coming onto B. It doesn't matter. There's a wall down. 3 players have flooded into the back of sight.
Armageddon to pave the way. SRN playing ahead of it.
SRN's isolated.
Tucked in the smoke, though. Concealed. And SRN has been problematic from these positions. Can SRN do it again? Yes, SRN can! 2 kills found! The spike hits the ground. Donna's left in a 1v2.
There.
1v1 now. Again, the youngster to keep it close, to keep it competitive, repositions, drops back, tries to style on Sayuri the vet on the side of MIBR, and Donna keeps hope alive.
Donna trying to get it all done with the Red Bull clutch. This game slipping away. It was about to be over, but a 1v2 at the bitter end of this half.
8-4 for MIBR. Off of heroics, but Ninetales not going down without a fight. We'll be right back.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Welcome back to an elimination match between MIBR and Ninetales in the historic Lowell Park in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, take a quick look at the Coinbase Econ report. SRN and Lisa, but SRN in particular, just fragging out.
Absolutely dominating. You got to feel bad for Haste on the other side, taking 1,100 damage, but SRN is sitting at 20-6 on the leaderboard. Pretty good. A veteran to the big stage, of course, with that run last year on MIBR. But the other side of the stage is a very different story. You have a 16-year-old Donna stepping into this roster, stepping on to Lowell Park with their team for the first time a Korean team has ever played at the Game Changers Championship. And she closes out the half with a major clutch to give her team a chance to spoil.
A small chance, but a chance nonetheless. We have to highlight the woes on the pistols for Ninetales. And the truth is, they need this one.
That they do.
Viper wall, bit of a different look towards A already. And they're waiting off the flash. I mean, MIBR is so ready on everything.
Could be a fight here. Donna spotted on the other side. And actually, whoa. Samsami stepped all the way up, being hard held by SRN. This now means that Full Moon is completely isolated on B.
I mean, you can't have your veto be the one to take that aggressive line early on.
Look at that angle, stepping up into hookah.
But Full Moon realizes that's way too much to deal with on her own. Takes a step back, waits for help.
MIBR will respect this. There was a smoke on hookah. I don't even think Melissa is going into hookah to deal with that player. Instead, MIBR playing heavy on site.
Waiting for the flash. Tejo missiles out. It's another pistol disaster for Ninetales in a 9th round for MIBR.
That might have been 4 kills right there in 2 seconds in the post plant. And it's a perfect protocol. They prepare that while they're planting. They're like, we're going to play forward off of the first sign of a utility. Everyone have your counter util ready to go. We're all going to swing together. Very nice. Yeah, and there's a flash from Bastarda. I believe that catches 3 players. She also gets 2 kills. Her Yoru has been impeccable.
Satchel wasted there. All good.
SRN doesn't need a satchel.
I'm looking for like any thread for Ninetales.
That's not the one to pull on,
and
buddy.
so obviously wasting that satchel means the round is cooked.
Okay.
Up B long, MIBR go. A Bucky for Donna. It's currently posted up in hookah.
How'd they do that without the satchel?
Yeah, I don't know. Still a chance though. SRN halfway to the ult. 2nd round of the half.
I kind of like how MIBR are approaching these early rounds.
Hold on. By winning them all?
Yeah.
Lisa has to take a step back. Yeah, that's tough.
Okay.
Look
at the map, though, because Bastarda is in showers. Ninetales have to be aware of this, but I don't think it matters even if they are, because it's just an outlaw on an eco. I was saying, I like their rounds because they have Yoru playing contain, can always teleport away from showers if there is early aggression. MIBR are going to spot it. And while MIBR can test for orb control down B long, they're not putting anyone in hookahs. They're not at risk ever of falling prey to silly shotguns like this.
That one right there?
Yeah, let's not fall victim to that one, guys.
Donna stays. SRN waiting just around the corner.
This is just great anti-eco protocols. I think whether you're looking at the post plant to the 1st round or how they set up in this 2nd one, MIBR are not leaving gaps, and that is hard for Ninetales because when you're down like this, oftentimes you ask for gaps, but now you have to make them yourself.
Yeah. Does this performance out from MIBR surprise you, given what we saw last time they were on the stage? Did you expect them to look this good?
I expected them to look very good. I honestly, I think the game against Shopify Rebellion, while they got 13-1, a lot of those rounds were way closer than they actually were. This is still one of the teams that I just rate Brazil really highly. I was thinking probably a top 4 team heading into the tournament, even coming in from that last chance qualifier. Like, they had to beat a very powerful WADA to even get here.
Sure. Ninetales with some buy. Donna's forced onto a Sheriff because of the Bucky antics from the previous round. SRN popping the satchels. Ooh, hello.
That's why you waste the satchel, Doug.
Right. Clean out from Ever.
Yep. And this causes MIBR to slow for a moment. Melissa trying to get something done in showers. Calls Sayuri over to her.
That dog cleared out immediately. Melissa responds with a filthy shot of her own.
The fact that Samsami steps up into A short, challenging on multiple lines, now back to showers.
There's a lot of threat on the other side of the smoke. Samsami gets across, but the spike is there. I mean, any real value here in the round is likely done. Whew! What is this round? That's the spike. Traded back though. 2v2.
One enemy remaining.
Melissa.
It's going to be on Full Moon, who's going to arrive a little bit late, win out this 1v2. Bastarda 11 HP into Judge. Not really the weapon for this. Beautiful plan out from Melissa.
And the utility, a haunt up into heaven, the forward post from the Yoru. They know it's a flank coming in now.
You can't take this path. 4 from Melissa. 11 for MIBR.
I don't know.
I think I might have like slept on Melissa a little bit coming into the tournament. Like you look at players like SRM, Bastarda, you know, they're going to take the limelight.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Lisa, so all of them.
But the control in this round, regardless of the shots, also just the haunt into heaven, playing that 2v1 beautifully.
Good, nice.
So good on those shots.
Melissa is cold.
Yeah, anticipating every angle. Yeah, I guess she's bot fragging. Okay. Okay.
They continue to wait out the early flash from Ninetales towards Fountain, and then they push up in front of it. Yep. Bastarda getting value. Donna sat down. Oh gosh, she got another.
It's MIBR downloaded Ninetales. Because Ninetales is a team that usually allows their players to get a little bit loose, take a lot of forward space. So what do MIBR do? Hold everything.
Yeah, the file was small. I mean, it didn't take long. It was 13-5 on split. Currently looking at a 12-4 on bind. It's just, I mean, I hate to say it. It just feels like MIBR are in a different class right now.
And it makes sense when you consider the history of the majority of players on the stage. 4 of these players from MIBR have been in GCC finals before.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
3 of them were on that stage last year in Berlin.
Tasted bitter defeat.
It's the first time for everyone on Ninetales. It's
Got it blocking vision.
stepping into the historic Lal Park in front of a home crowd, making it even that more bitter. About to drop down onto series point. And after all the fun you saw them have on this stage yesterday, right? They were spunky out there. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. And the truth is, they've had some fun even today. Right?
Absolutely.
They've been getting out of their seats and stuff like that, but it's got to be starting to set in here. All smiles on the MIBR camp, and for good reason. Meanwhile, not nearly the same on the other side of the stage.
So look, MIBR, I think most people, you ask them, they're the favorites coming into this match.
Yeah, I
they
would agree with
performed
that.
to
Sure.
that level.
Sure.
We are now in a position where it's time for Ninetales to call a timeout and to ask themselves what they have left to give on this stage. They are trailing 8 rounds. They must secure 8 rounds in a row against all odds. And for what could be the only opportunity you ever have to play on this stage in Korea. Who knows how long it's going to take before we come back here, you know? This is a moment that's going to sit with them for a long, long time.
You can see the pressure on their faces. Every single member of Ninetales kind of wondering how they got to this point in the first place and try to find a way to fix it on the fly.
And it's different stories, whether you've been playing for multiple years, waiting for an opportunity, whether you're a player like Donna, turn 16, get ready to play. Ninetales are scheduling scrim blocks around her school schedule so that she can do both. And it paid off. She was able to get here with the team. Now one last chance to stay on the stage.
It has to be one round at a time. Can't even really think about how big of a deficit this is. Donna has the TP ready. Samsami pop the ult. And listen to the silence on the map. MIBR not giving a single cue.
Boney's down.
That's the first piece. Might have seen 1, 2 players. Samsami has crept fully out of B main though. And now MIBR want to come back.
Oh, so Yuri's gonna pass right by. They're all gonna pass by.
But they're all walking. Samsami doesn't
Yeah.
hear any of this. So the rotates come in. All of a sudden, 2 B players are heading over onto A.
Lisa's gonna pass
Oh,
away. Samsami gets the kill. But now they understand there's a lot of trouble on the other side.
The shot misses. But Melissa still gets it, pinching back in. Now a showstopper. Nobody's home on the B side. It is an honest 4-on-4 in the retake. But Doug, it is 4 Guardians. 4 Ninetales, and Haste goes down!
I didn't even think she was in range. I thought the rocket was gonna go off without any value. But alas, here we are. Now Melissa has the ult online. The last remaining members of Ninetales starting to try to get up towards the site. Deafened by the nightfall. And now a dog too. They try to swing out behind it. The smoke goes down. Ninetales can't find a way in. They're being whittled down. They're being picked apart. Full Moon, the last to stand, and it will not be for long. MIBR obliterate Ninetales and stay alive.
MIBR. Lethal in the lower bracket. Continue moving on forward here. Led by, obviously, the amazing skill of SRN, but throughout, I think the utility, the entries from Bastarda, the support from Melissa, dominant. And yet for Ninetales on stage, their last time here, one last brow for the hometown crowd.
Certainly not how they imagined this would go. An earlier exit than I'm sure they would have liked, but a lot of reason to be excited for the future of this region. In GCC in particular. I mean, we talked about Donna a ton, and for good reason. 16 years old, showed it, right?
Yeah.
But also showed a lot of sparks of like, holy smokes, Donna's insane.
Yeah, had so many big rounds. Came close in a lot of these rounds again.
Yeah.
Coming down to one-on-ones, one-on-twos. Saw some clutch factor out of Ever and Full Moon as well, but I really do think if you're in the lower bracket, you are scared if you have to run to MIBR. We're going to send it down to the stage for the Verizon post-match interview with Bastarda.
And it is MIBR with their 2-0 win. Felicitations, bada bing, everybody. Congratulations, MIBR. If I could have you over here, Bastarda. And thank you, Arthur, for joining us. 네, MIBR의 바스타드 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
Parabéns pela vitória.
먼저 지난 쇼피파이전 패배 완전히 회복한 것 같거든요. 팀적으로 조금 더 단단해진 것 같은 모습이기도 한데 좀 어떻게 받아들였는지부터 물어보도록 하겠습니다.
Match found.
Let's go.
I saw someone trying to tinker with the teleporters. You can't out-engineer the mutations when I let you.
Reloading.
Fight!
Marked one.
Get out! I didn't spend hours building this arena for you to hide.
Breaking down.
Reloading. Blocking sight. Welcome to my world. That makes it great. Grounded. Reloading.
어디 간다.
Match found.
The beginning. I am the end.
Okay, last looks. You all look wonderful. Me, I always look good. We are ready.
या भाई आजा भाई भाई स्टन दे रहे हो क्या मैं घुसता हूँ आ जाओ मेरे को स्टन करो
Concussing.
Going out.
Stealing
Shadows
Spike down A. standing.
Their clove returns from death, yet natural balance is preserved. How is that possible? Cover going out.
Right there.
I win again.
फेंकना मेरे को कोई जजर
Raise here.
Slow.
मैं देख लेना ओमन तेरे लिए वेट कर रहा था भाई
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Last guy. Visual. Plant पे.
वो रील्ड चले जाएगा ओवर रील्ड सही है होल्ड कर चले गया ओवर रील्ड पिक
Thrifty.
पिक कर भाई ओमन तेरे लिए वेट कर रहा हूं भाई मैं कूद के
Finally, this is how I like to win.
एक कॉल दे देता तो अच्छा रहता।
देखेगा भाई
अरे मेरे क्लोज था एक यार, एक तो इधर था चल वो सही है, मगर एक इधर बैठा हुआ था।
अच्छा कोई नहीं
वो रेस बैठा हुआ था।
तूने तो रेस पहले दिखाया था, क्रॉस करा था, रेस स्पॉट हुआ था।
हाँ उसके बाद रेस भागा ना, तो उसके बाद मुझे पता ही नहीं ना कौन किधर है।
भी ले लो आ जाओ
बैठ जा स्मोक डाउन
अरे उसका वो है स्मोक में डेड क्लियर साइड
हां बैक साइड है
Player standing.
बैक वो मिड वाला वेट कर रहा है यार मेरा स्मोक ही चले गया भाई इसकी एबिलिटी
And the last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them.
ना मैं जल्दी ले रहा हूं ना बीच में आधा स्टन डाल सकता है ना पूरा हीलिंग स्टन हो जाएगा यहां से बच्चे स्मोक दे दे ओमन
I will whip the light from them.
पीछे सॉरी नीचे वाला
भोसड़ी का मिसाइल है किधर?
अबे मौत हो गई भाई, सब डाल दिया मेरे पे।
पूरा बाई पिक कर रहा है।
Right there.
Player standing.
81 रे मैं एक भी नहीं मारा गया ब्रीच लो है
Race into the spike sites. I'm gonna save.
पिछला ही तो सेफ था।
पिछला भी सेव है, ये भी सेव था।
There.
जानो इसी बीच में।
नहीं ये
स्मोक मत दियो, मिड पे स्मोक मत दियो, ऑफ करो।
Right there.
Blinding.
Reloading.
Cover going out.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
ले लो भाई
down A.
Spike's here.
Got the spike.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Wait, what?
One enemy remaining.
What the fuck, bro? Elbow, last part.
मेन आ क्या होगा उसका बाद मतलब मरते हुए देख के
The enemy only looks composed. They've had still a different story.
अभी ये फास्ट चल रहा है
ये पे तो वेटो खेल रहा है उसका
मैं बोल रहा हूँ स्प्लिट खेलते हैं भाई सिक्स मारते वो लोग आएगा तो खेल रहे हो
स्प्लिट क्यों खेलना है इनिशिएट मेरे पे इतनी बड़ी यूटिलिटी है दिमाग को ट्राई करो
Right there.
तो हो ही नहीं रहा मैं जाता हूँ
तू अपना फ्लैश देना उसका वो ब्लाइंड हो जाएगा इधर का फ्लैश
Flash out.
Spike down B.
एक और एक आजा रेना फाइट कर एक रोटेट किया देखा रोल
Out of charges.
हेवन आ रहा है
हेवन के जेट
One enemy remaining.
भी हेवन हो सकता
फ्लैंक
Looks like I was.
रेस पे गंदा भी भाग रहा हूँ भाई मैं
Just let them try to catch me.
मेरे को लगा हेवन का सिटी है भाई नाइस वन ऐसा ही बोल रहा हूँ देख वो किल दे रहे हैं हमको आके मैं वही बोल रहा था थोड़ा सा होल्ड करोगे ना वो लोग किल दे देंगे आके
आओ वापस
This is gonna be fun.
डरो मत भैया आओ ना चलो फ्लैश कर रहा हूँ बाकी भी क्ले आजा
तो अल्ट है
Sliding.
रेना तेरे को सही
चलो
नाइस रोटेट कर सकते हैं चलो ये मिलेगा ये मिल जाएगा ओए बीच में जा रहे हो मिड पे दो मारते ना चल क्लियर है आजा
ये ओमेन डीपी मार ले भाई कहाँ लेके जाएगा
हां
अब छोड़ दे आप मत मारिए
ऑफ करते नहीं
मार ले
-40 पोजीशन क्यों दे रहा है अपनी उसको पोजीशन नहीं मार ठीक है वो चिटी
One enemy remaining.
स्मोक में
अबे राइट देख ओमेन राइट अबे कैसे तू और अबे उधर से क्यों आएगा भाई ओमेन
अबे लौड़े ज्यादा भौंक मत मादरचोद
बे भोसड़ी के बहन के लंड थोड़ा कॉमन सेंस होता ना अगर तेरे को
अरे नहीं है मां की चुतले थ्रो कर रहा मां चुदा तू मेरी मर्जी मेरा गेम
अबे भाई
आफ्टर शॉक को देख रहा था भाई तो
आफ्टर शॉक ने मैं इधर खुला ही छोड़ा था जानबूझ के ताकि देख सकूं किधर जा रहा है
भाई
लोडू बड़ा ज्ञान चोदा आ गया ना अपना
लेते राइट सही
अबे चुप रहे लौड़े
चटोले बहन के लंड
okay,
वेले ए पे है और एक मिड पे है सब 1 HP है
अच्छा हो रहा है तू
30 seconds left.
भाई पागल हो गया क्या खेल ले भाई क्या बोल दिया तेरे को
Spike down mid.
I have the spike.
Last player standing. 10 seconds left.
Cover going out.
The symphony of death. Don't worry, you get used to it.
यही रोएगा बैठे दूसरे के पास रास्ता नहीं हो रहा मेरे टीममेट ऐसे आ रहे हो रहा
Still in sight. Enemy spotted here.
Shadows traveling.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Spike down mid.
कौन था मेरे साथ कोई था ही नहीं मैं अकेला मार रहा हूँ ये क्लियर था भाई 3 मिड है तीनों मिड है
Just swapping in the fusion cells. Okay, my arms are good. We can go.
बी पे ठीक है आ जाओ
सुनना क्या मैं जेट भाई मैं ये स्टन करूंगा मेरे स्टन के ऊपर डैश है ये बैक से छोड़ गेम प्ले चलने वाला
ठीक है
इसको मैं अर्ली फ्लैश दूंगा ये वाला फिर इना फ्लैश से आते ये फ्लैश ठीक है
तो पहले ये वाला तो क्लियर ये एंगल क्लियर करना पड़ेगा ना ऑफ का
हां सामने से रहना वाच फ्लैश ठीक है उसको दूसरे वाला स्टन कर रहा हूं तो
Spike down B.
सिटी आ गया भाई वो
Standing.
कोई सिटी तो जाओ मैं कोई इधर जाने बोल रहा हूं क्लोव साइट है और वीटो अननोन ऊपर है तो साइट ही होगा
Look your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
बिहारी मौदर चौथ बहन के लंडी तेरी बहन चुद जाए पोछड़ी के छूते का बट्टा ब्रांड भाई खोलना अच्छा हुआ बाप आ गया क्या पीछे
Enemy mid.
Shadows. Cover going out.
कर दे सब ए मिड और फ्लैंक है, मिड और फ्लैंक है सब। साइड क्लियर है, सिटी ले ले ब्रीच। हेवन नहीं है, चिल कर।
Raise dead.
लेफ्ट में आ।
Last player standing.
My turn.
Last round before the switch.
Spend everything. We keep nothing.
Need a drop.
Here. वेट कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे तो फ्लैश। क्या बोल रहा है? फ्लैश दे रहा है? ठीक है तो मैं पिक करता हूँ ना, तो मैं बेट पिक कर।
Flash out. Not another stand.
यार मेरे को
Spike down A.
Here.
One by one.
Shadows traveling.
एक ए पे वो दे पे।
One enemy remaining.
ए पे
Last player standing.
स्पॉन
Switching sides.
We doing this or what?
भाई वो भाई आधे राउंड तो उसने अपने को सैबोटाज करा भाई, निकाल लेते हैं
राउंड फ्लैश कर
डंग और 2-3 राउंड तो ऐसे ही थ्रो हुए भाई, कुछ नहीं। पूरी ए साइड पता थी मेरे को वो बी पे 2 है, वो वाला राउंड भी थ्रो हुआ, उसको सैबोटाज ही करने लगे, क्या ही कर।
मेरे पे आएंगे यहाँ पे तो।
Focus now. Eyes off me.
मिड पिक कर रहा हूँ मैं, रिना आ जा डबल पिक ले मेरे साथ। हक दिया वो नेड। वो डिंक है, क्लोज डिंक है। 4 के बीच में क्यों पिक ले रहा था, को दिख रहा था। मिड मल्टीपल
तीनों मारा।
50 low.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Blinded.
They're not getting the message. Leave it to me, I'll rough them up.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy
Mid.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
1 HP.
Cover going out.
Okay, which gun to pick this time? Bonne chance, mes amis.
Shadows traveling.
कितना भी साउंड मत दे
भाई मैं तो देखने मेरा जेट ऐसा है भाई।
अरे भाई तेरे को बोला मैंने।
अरे तो तेरे सामने कूद रहा है मेरे को नाइट कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है पे?
Spike is A.
Cover going out.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
अरे भाई सो मेरे हाथ में क्लासिक थी भाई, मैं तो क्लासिक से मारूंगा पर
मार तो क्लासिक के
This place is nice, but not nice enough to die in. Let's win and get out of here.
नहीं बस तेरे को शिफ्ट करना था, यहाँ तक शिफ्ट करना होता है, फिर तू W दबाता कोई सीन नहीं है, यहाँ तक शिफ्ट कर लेता ना, फिर W दबाता कोई सीन नहीं है मेरे को।
तू जेट है, तू ईगो में किल मेरे भाई, तो तू ही डर के भागेगा शिफ्ट करूंगा।
डर के नहीं, मेरे को पता था वहाँ पे होगा भाई।
तो फिर आना दोनों मिलके मारेंगे। शिफ्ट क्या होगा फायदा?
Shadows traveling.
अंदर पिक कर।
Multiple enemies B. Enemy spotted B.
140 clove, 140 clove, 140 clove, not healed. नहीं रे, हक दिया। Clove 140, 1 mid. Going है, going है। Going है, going है, going है। रोजन दो है हाँ। V2 और V2 केहो और clove। A-link, A-link, एक A-link के पास। Dead A-link, dead A-link, dead। मैं नहीं देख, मैं नहीं देख। मैंने देख A-link, A-link dead भाई। ये दोनों टैग्ड है, लो 140 है।
One enemy remaining.
140
Spike down mid.
मत कर भाई, सिर घूम रहा है तू। 140 मिड
30 seconds left.
The backs will be towards at least one of us.
पता मेरे सन में पिक करेगा। कॉल दे, मैं 400 से रखा हूं तेरे को कॉल पे छोड़
ना तो स्टन तो पीछे से हां यहां से
बस बोल दियो जब कुछ चाहिए
मैं कॉल दूंगा। कर पक करे नहीं
रोबोट के डर छोड़ दे वाले।
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Main. स्मोक में जज है लेफ्ट गया
It seems these strangers want me dead.
स्प्रे कर रहा हूं बोला भगवान भरोसे स्प्रे कर दिया था मैंने क्रॉच करके मरे तो मरे नहीं तो जी
ले ले ठीक है वो
पीछे से मैं फर्स्ट पिक ले जिगल करके आता हूं फिर पीछे से खेल
It begins.
यहां से भी खेलेगा चलेगा बस
Cover going out.
Enemy spotted B.
Cover going out.
One by one. Enemy spotted B.
ओए उनके हेडशॉट मार
Spike down B.
दोनों तरफ लेफ्ट
Last Last player standing.
बॉल बैंग है वाले मार दे
Spike planted.
मेन और
They're just batteries. I may need a recharge.
बी खेल रहा हूँ मैं
खेल ले फिर ब्रीच अच्छा ब्रीच उसके साथ खेल रहा है ठीक है चलेगा खेल ले उसको दे दे
ये आ ही नहीं रहा भाई पता नहीं
ए ऑल्ट है वीटो ऑल्ट है
बी करेंगे सही बोल दो निकाल लिए फक नहीं मेरा डैश सही है ओमन भाई क्या भाई उसको फ्लोट से मरना था ये गांडू को एक और आएगा हाँ राइट में है एक लेफ्ट में क्लोज लेफ्ट रेज और देव साइड है वीटो नहीं पता
Stand your ground.
Last player standing.
Flash up.
तेरे सामने नाइस वन बेचो मोमन कम से कम उसकी अल्ट से तो मत मार भाई चूतिया
Always got to overprove myself.
निकाल दिया
अबे ये पता नहीं क्या अल्ट किया उन्होंने पता नहीं अलग अलग एक बंदा पता नहीं बैकस्टैब आया है और
हाँ मैंने बोला ना दो साइड है एक स्पॉटेड नहीं था वीटो स्पॉट नहीं हुआ था मैंने देखा ना बाकी के चार मेरे को दिखते वीटो वाप फ्लैंक कर रहा है तुमको मिड से बाय देना मेरे को अरे ना
कॉमन बाय दे
अरे ना दे दे
मैं अल्ट पे खेल सकता हूं सच डबल पिक मिड खेल रहे हैं हमारे मिड टू है ना स्पैम दे
Spike down mid.
जिंदा है
मिड पे ए जा रहे बहुत एक
ना प्लांट पे स्टैंड दूंगा जा सर
मेन पे वेट रीलोडिंग
One enemy remaining.
ये लो आजा डबल पिक आ
भाग रहे
बस spawn
Here.
लिंक टॉप लिंक चेंबर सामने आ गया देखो
Here.
Wait until I blind them to strike.
Need a drop.
नाइस फ्लैश बीच भाई
Thank you.
वो फाइट मेरे को लेनी पड़ती ना तो वो लोग को ये लिंक मिल जाता Two side, one main.
Spike planted.
वो आएगा सही खेल Side, both sides. Guso. Chamber stick for defuse.
Last player standing.
Anti यार. भाई bro भाई मेरे को एक kill मिलता मैं dash out
Match point.
मैं हक दिया.
Strike at their weak points. If one more plays, the rest will follow.
पता नहीं क्या किस्मत है भाई. बी गया, बी नहीं आ रहा अब बहन के.
हाँ ना भाई मैं वही सोच रहा था. मैं ए गया मैं ए लग गया मैं बी गया ए लग. तू मिड ऑफ लगा ना, मिड पे हर राउंड किक कर रहा है एक बंदा. मिड वाले को ले लो.
Cover going
Enemy
out.
spotted A.
अरे यार
मैं देख रहा हूँ.
आ गया भाई वो बड़वा. ए हो गया ए प्लांटिंग.
Spike planted.
One elbow, one main, one side.
Player standing. Flawless. Attackers win.
मां से वक्त ये रखते हो मन.
मेरे को लगा मैं 0 आरआर पे हूँ. मैं
Match found. try. I do.
We got my 4 friends, then 5 of us, that's 9. Man, we're stacked.
Could I have a drop? Thanks. Gonna fall back here.
चार लोग हैं यहाँ पे
लोग 55 है
Someone is A.
ग्लोब हाफ एचपी है
डब्ल्यू करता हूँ साइड करो मेरे को
मिड नहीं है ना मैं मिड से आ रहा हूँ
Spike down mid.
I got the spike. Karega is killed.
One enemy remaining.
I have retrieved the spike.
30 seconds left.
Someone's in defender spawn.
The spike.
Last player standing.
55 है कैम
My camera is destroyed.
तेरी पे
Ugh, Deadlock's wires are obnoxious. Shoot them for me, yeah?
Reloading. Enemy
Don't miss me too much.
Reloading. Plant the spike.
3, 2, 1
Have one in
One enemy remaining.
Mid. Don't let him take a gun.
Tag. Camera taken out.
Take my bulldog.
Pero like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche Radianite.
दे बुलडॉग ही दे दे
ये तो ये ले इसको
Here.
Make me
proud. Here. Gun here.
Spike down B.
Drop the spike.
Spike dropped.
Be right back. Last player standing. Spike down B.
भाई किधर है तुम लोग? Backstab.
तू करना क्या चाहता है थोड़ा अकेले घुसे यार थोड़ा तो रुको यार
अरे रुको तो सही यार काहे पुश कर
Hey, stay focused. Those
तो
shit
मैं
are
कैसे
gonna
मुझे
kill
बोला
us.
भाई गन ले ले यार उनको क्या चलती है घोस्ट लेके पीक करने की थोड़ा वेट करते ना
See you on the other side.
मत करो भाई हाथ मार के एक बार टैग यूज करो
Our spike carrier is killed. Spike down B.
एक फैक्टर
बैकस्टैब आ रहा है
Spike planted.
अब भाई पीछे आ रहा है
रुक जा मैं डेडलॉक मार लूंगा पिक मत कर
तो हेवन गए
Last player standing.
उनका सेफ प्लांट है
भाई तेरी मैच में देखो मैं कौन सा वाला फुक के खेल रहा हूं भाई साहब नहीं कहां से ये के बच्चे निकल के भाग रहे थे भाई
Hunk, how'd you pull that off? Keep it up.
फुल पूछना था भाई जो देते हैं बी फेक कर लो मेरी भी क्यों है भाई
Spike down A.
Gonna fall back here.
The wingman's down.
Hitting the brakes.
Remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
Reloading.
Be right back. I'm out.
Love it when they make it easy for us.
पर वो तेरे को स्विंग करना है शॉट मेरे को लगाना बता भाई एक हमारे
ये ट्रिप जंपेबल है
जेट है ना हमारा गधे की गांड है
ये ट्रिप जंपेबल है
Night night, dropping swords.
Doing this. Bye.
एक पैकेट है दो पैकेट है
Gotcha, fun. My turn.
One enemy remaining.
City.
आराम से आराम
Okay, get good. Take what's useful. I got you.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
Now, where to set up shop?
I got time. Dropping smoke.
The hunt begins.
मेरा खूब चल रहा है
नाइस
Back in a flash. Hitting the brakes. Done. Like I never left.
देखो इनसाइड भाग रहा है
Wingman.
इसके से कौन मरा
120 पे हो
One enemy remaining.
120
Back in a flash.
Saw you, Mosh.
So fancy now, huh?
Find them again. Kill them again.
Could I have a drop? Thank you.
God knows what he did.
Reloading.
रिजल्ट से कैसे मरा वेंडल दे देखो मेरे को इधर से मारा उसने भाई मेरे को रिजल्ट से मारा तू अच्छा है बस मैं रिजल्ट से ही मारा तो यहां मेन कौन था
यार अभी खेल रहा हूं पिछला गेम थ्रो करके
अच्छा हां मैं मारता हूं
कोई जरूरत नहीं था पिछला गेम
One enemy remaining.
We show up now. We live later.
अब शायद स्टैक होगा अभी पे
पिज्जा का दे रहा हूं एक और ले जाओ हम मैं लोग करते हैं मैं बस सफर का पे और तो बस फाइट लेते रहना आने इधर ना ऑफ इधर पकड़ रहने को पकड़ चलो मैं देखता
आवाज मत दे
Back in a flash.
अरे ये क्लोज बैठा है शेरिफ के साथ
अरे उसको लगी नहीं
चल
One enemy remaining.
Wingman's planting.
Wiped clean.
I got your backs. Just, from the front.
रेफर एक शॉट देगा
Gun here.
Stay safe.
Back in a flash.
फ्री है तू तो मिस
Nice and slow now.
Got your fun. My turn. I have them now.
easy to 1v2 यार
Last player standing.
लोग का असिस्ट मिल जाएगा शायद मारा था मेरे को
They will scurry. And then they will die.
देना ये आयन कप किसकी देना
अब खेलना तो फिर खेलेंगे
I need this.
भाई अटैकिंग में होकर
My thanks.
पंडित दे दो
Can someone
क्या
buy
बात
me?
कर रहे हो अटैकिंग में भी ऑफ होता है
ठीक है
मैंने टेहो का टांग पे एक गोली मार के आया था लगा नहीं मैं नो स्कोप मारा ना
I will find.
पंडित तो पूरे मर जाएगा
Right there.
Break it, break it.
Doing a thing.
Gecko, nice.
Spike down A.
अगर आगे नहीं बोलूँगा तो मैं निकल जाऊँगा। ठीक है, ठीक है।
Go get him, buddy.
बहुत ज्यादा टाइट पकड़ा है, थोड़ा क्लोज पकड़, मतलब लूज।
Last player standing. Spike down B.
Drop in a smoke.
$30 left.
I got the spike.
Last round in the half.
Time to spend this cash.
Need a drop. Thanks.
अबे गेको भाई देना, वो क्यों भाई दे रहा, उसकी चड्डी नहीं आ रही।
Need a drop.
दे जेट भाई दे।
I need this. ना चड्डी नहीं आ रही मेरी भाई।
I need this.
I don't like it.
साले शेरिफ की जगह शॉर्ट ही लो ना, शेरिफ क्यों ले रहे हो?
Spike drop.
I have the spike.
I
Spike
got the
drop.
spike.
Gonna fall back here.
Spike down B.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
नहीं रहेगा सर
Landed. Crash is ready.
अरे दो अभी भी हेवन में बैठे हैं बहन के लोग।
Last player standing.
No peeking.
One enemy remaining.
That's 3. My ult is ready. Back like I never left.
What the sexy पानी पूरी?
बता क्या कर रहे थे कूद कूद के।
नहीं सेक्सी समझ में आता है, पानी पूरी क्या है?
Switching sides.
पानी पूरी छोड़ना, तो पैसा तो भी जानना है क्यों कूद रहे थे।
You just don't get a reset button. You stay alive, please. Could I have a drop? Thanks.
ओए ये क्या हो गया? मुझे भी देख शेरिफ फिर।
Could I have a drop?
तूने उससे पैसे लिए थे?
हाँ भाई।
मांग मांग भाई मांग भाई। मांग लो।
Could I have a drop?
Let's send him packing. Gonna fall back here. Bye bye.
ओए वो 55 है, वो क्या नाम है, जाल फेंकने वाला।
There you are, you little shit.
ये शेरिफ पड़ा है, गेको पीछे शेरिफ पड़ा है।
We got this.
ये भाई बिहार हो गया।
इतना सुंदर हेडशॉट मारा था मैंने उधर, ये एकदम चौका-चौक। देना देना शेरिफ दे भाई, क्लब शेरिफ दे। ये सिंगुलैरिटी मेरे स्टोर में आती नहीं साली टट्टी।
Thank you. Be right back. Later. One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Spike's B.
Get back up, sweetheart.
You know the drill. Gear up and get back out there. I don't want any sass about it.
पांचों भी है, पांचों ही आ जाओ ये तक।
ना कोई जरूरत नहीं है, पी जाएंगे लोग के लिए।
पी जाएंगे तो करते ना।
अगर नहीं हुआ ना इसको रिपोर्ट करते हैं।
क्या फर्क पड़ेगा रिपोर्ट करके?
भाई वो तो रिपोर्ट करना ना, तो चीटिंग का तो मजा नहीं है।
फर्क नहीं पड़ता, मैं पिछले 7 गेम वो करके आया हूँ थ्रो करके, मेरे को अभी तक कुछ ही नहीं लगा।
हम लोग भी करते हैं, फिर देखते हैं।
करो करो करो।
Don't miss it too much.
शील्ड क्यों नहीं होगी भाई? वो मेरी क्या गलती है? भागते मारो।
भागते भागते नहीं मारा, तेरा मूवमेंट बहुत कम है।
मैं ऐसी टीपी कर रहा हूँ भाई।
अब उसके एक हाथ तोड़ दिया इसने, साइफर का मुंह तोड़ दिया लोग ने। ए ऑफ दे साइफर ऑफ दे
ना। ऑफ नहीं
साले डिफेंडिंग चल रहा, ऑफ नहीं चलाओ, क्या चलाओ फिर?
I need this. My thanks.
तो करना, डबल ऑफ कर दे, ऑफ दे। पता नहीं कहाँ फेंक दिया।
तेरे मारने के बाद मैं उठाऊंगा, जाओ।
अरे कोई भी उठा लेना।
बाइक नहीं है।
वन वे तक नहीं बनाना आता इनसे।
Be right back.
Yeah. Nice one.
और भी है बहन के लले। लाले लाले।
समझा नहीं यार अभी तक। ये छोड़ दिया पूरा भाई।
भगवान भरोसे। बी पे ही है।
ये खट्टी स्मोक किसने दिया? ऑफ कर रहा हूँ जबकि मैं इधर।
राइट पैंग।
30 seconds left.
देखो नहीं देखेंगे सब।
One enemy remaining.
पकड़ के को थोड़ा देर रुक जा। प्लांट कर रहा है क्या वो?
Last player standing.
My territory, my throne.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Don't miss it too much. Maybe let's kill them before they plant next time, okay?
कौन उठाएगा मेरा ऑफ? मेरे मरने के बाद कौन उठा रहा था मेरा ऑफ मरने के बाद?
Someone buy me, please.
मैं जो मर गया वही।
चैंपियन दिया भाई, चैंपियन नहीं लिया भाई। चैंपियन लगा दो मेरे लिए।
Appreciate it.
मेरे लिए माइक मांग लिया। Someone buy me, please. तेरा स्नाइपर में बैनर मैं पूरा राउंड निकाल लेता बस ही।
साले कच्चा बिकवा दिया ये गेको ने।
भाई देखो रेज बेट किया है भाई।
Back at it. doing a thing.
हो गया था मैं।
No peeking.
I swear TP आउट हो गया था मैं उसमें एनिमेशन में जाते जाते मरा हूँ।
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
ऑप। मैं लेजिट में स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड करके रखा हूँ, मैं दिखाऊंगा कोई अगर डिस्कॉर्ड में तो। ए तू ऑफ दे मेरा।
Thank you.
हैवी कॉल है, सुनना है क्या?
साले खट्टी नींबू स्लो अप डाल दिया ना तेरे पे, वही लुढ़क के मर जाएगा। ऑफ दे।
सारे ये आ रहे हैं, 4 लोग ये आ रहे हैं और लोग अकेला मर।
ये देखो इसको देखो।
कॉल है भाई, कॉल है।
तू बाई तो कर ले कम से कम।
क्या तो भाई
ये देखो ऑफ नहीं दे रहा।
मांग ना।
Weapon here.
बी और 4 लोग बी है 1 मिनट में।
Fire in the hole. You had your fun. My turn.
Someone is B.
मिले आ गया।
Spike planted.
Gonna fall back here.
Bye. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
इटी
पिलर
फॉल्ट है।
Slow down.
अरे पिलर ये होता
खुजली तो है भाई, खुजली तो है गाने में।
साले इनने मेरे को ऑप नहीं दिया पूरा गेम।
We do what we do.
तूने लिया
मेरा ऑप लेके भागे जा रहा है पता नहीं कहाँ।
क्या फायदा भाई, क्या फायदा? सुनना वेले भाई, क्या फायदा 5 गेम लेके हम तो 1-2 गेम पे।
मेरे पे होता मैं 2-3 किल तो निकाल ही देता ना आपसे।
काम तो वैंडल से भी कर सकता है, वो सस्ती है।
नहीं वैंडल से वन शॉट थोड़ी होता है, टांग पे मारो बॉडी पे मारो तो।
Show yourself you can. Be right back.
The hunt begins.
ओए मिड देख तू, क्लो मिड देख।
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Slowing them down. Got you.
वेंट से आ गया।
Last player standing. Spike down A.
ये मैच 2 राउंड पहले खत्म हो जाता, ये भड़वा अगर बकचोदी ना करा होता।
Inside joke.
हां बड़ा
हां भाई सही है। ये जेट ना
अरे नहीं ये साइफर मेरा ऑफ लेके भाग गया, भोसड़ी का देख ही नहीं रहा था।
अरे कॉल है ए बी है ये खेल पूरा गेम खत्म हो।
हां चलो जो बी स्टैक कर लो भाई।
Watch me.
रहेगा फिर हम दुआ
Gonna fall back here.
वो नेक्स्ट राउंड का कॉल कर।
सैम्स वॉल किया उसने डेडलॉक में और बैठा है इधर क्लोज।
अब नॉर्मल या
Spike planted.
उनके पास कुछ है बैक स्टेप रोकने के लिए लोडू जो बैठ रहा इधर। अरे लंड आदमी
उनको मारो तो पैक मारो।
Last player standing.
110 रेना 50 हील। ये साइफर बकचोदी कर रहा है यार ये।
Wind. Show me where to go.
लौड़े ने जाके गोली चला दी उधर आके, उस राउंड पे ऑफ नहीं दिया। किस लेंडी का पार्टी का है ये?
क्या दिले भाई?
Need a drop. Thanks.
अरे वो है अरे भाई साहब।
लोग चुप गया कुलो। ओ अब्दुल कलाम पीछे आ जा।
Doing a thing. One enemy remaining. Spike down A. Slow down.
भाई स्क्वाड में डालनी है वो मिड वाली। मैं स्ट्राइक भी
रहा वो एक वारंटी का पिल्ला मादर चोद
Defenders win.
में हाथी का लड़
Give my team the damn respect.
तीन हाथी का